Alright, we're back for another episode of Hot Rod City. Still working on this Subaru, the V8 in it. It's turned into be a very daunting project. As you can see, it's all coming together, slowly but surely. All the big stuff's getting there. I wanted to take a break and mess with something kind of a little unnecessary, but kind of fun. I'm going to build a strut tower brace, and the only thing that was holding me up from actually building one was the distributor, which came in the other day, and my carburetor, which I picked up the other day. So they're mocked into place where they gotta go, and go ahead and do it. Alright, what I did is I took some aluminum pipe and cut, some couple of scrap pieces off, and I took a hole saw to make basically a big aluminum fender washer. I had to notch it out to go around the lip here. So, and I've got it on there. So what I'm going to do is put this on here. To figure out where it exactly goes. Alright, so now that I marked out on the tube with the marker, all I gotta do is line it back up. Easier said than done. Take the clamp. Clamp it on there, that'll hold it, and I'll go ahead and TIG weld this. Contact. Alright, this is the rear piece. The rear one, it's at 43 inches. So, what we're going to do is, for bending purposes, we're going to put it at 21 and a half. For our bends, we're going to mark center of our bend for 3 inches from either side, so it'll be 6 inches apart. Put this in the bender. I pulled the pipe bender out. I got the 1/2 inch die because 1/2 inch schedule 40 aluminum pipe. Put that in. Move the dies in to the first mark As you can see, there's 3 lines on the center of this pipe. This one is the center of the pipe itself. Each one of these, I need to put a bend in, just a very slight bend, just enough so we can clear over the rear bowl and distributor from to go to either side of each strut tower. As you can see, this being our first bend, we're going to put this on to match the angle. We'll check the other side with it. Now, there's a gap, so we need just a little bit more out of it. There you have it. Matches on both sides. Alright, I got the back tube, the rear tube sitting in place. The front tube, the other side of it's notched. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this one. So go ahead and notch it out. With both tubes notched and loosely fitted, next thing to do is I want to make sure that it's relatively even all the way across. 4 inches all the way across. So we're going to go ahead and ground this up, tack it. Tacked in both of these crossbars on the strut tower brace. The only thing I got to do now is I'm going to put some stabilizer bars in it. I'm going to do them pretty slick at a 45-degree angle. I've already marked the other side. This rear bar, well, both bars are perpendicular with the car. So I'm going to do this is I'm going to put the square on there. And I'm going to measure this one out at 2 inches. Then just mark right on the other side at a 45-degree. And then the next one is 7.5 inches. Take a piece of scrap pipe. I finished putting all 4 of the diagonal bars in. Next thing to do, I got to pull the 4 bolts out, take it off. I'm going to go ahead and put it on the table and go ahead and weld it, because like I got to weld the bottom, and I got some pretty good welds on top and on top of the around the cups. I also have to take my bandsaw and cut these off flush because they don't need to be this high. I'll go ahead and get it on bolt. What do you think? Pretty snazzy, huh? Not bad for my first strut tower brace. So go ahead and get the table out and set this up and go ahead and weld it all up. Alright, I've been working on the welding. I'm still learning to weld aluminum, so it's taking me a little while. But it's welded up all around the cups on the ends. So now that it's welded, I can go ahead and cut them flush. Or pretty close to make it more appealing, because I don't need all this basically to match this side. So then I'll take a little bit of sandpaper or file or something, maybe even the flapper wheel, and just clean it up a little bit. Then I'll finish doing the welds and clean all the markers off of it, marker marks. It'll be ready to permanent to go on. there you have it.